this is a basic chart for the valuation. We'll see the provisions, then we'll be able to appreciate the chart. Basically, if we talk about the transactions are between unrelated party, the price is the sole consideration, then my section 15 will be applicable. For certain specified supply, rules are given. When the parties are related parties or distinct person as per section 25.4 or 25.5, then I have to go directly to the rule 28. If the transactions are between the agent and the principal, directly we have to go rule 29. Kerala food cess, because it was applicable when the flood cess was there, then that was section 30, rule 32A. Then the pure agent concept, I talked about the chartered accountant services where the challan reimbursement has been taken, rule 33. Foreign exchange, rule 34. And rule 35, when we are there are certain situations when we are charging in price inclusive of tax, then how the tax will be charged, calculated on grossing up basis. So basically, first what we have to understand, because as in first class we have discussed, everything should be rooted through constitutional provisions, then based on the act it should be there, and on those basis we have to study the rules. So for that purpose, for the purpose of valuation, basic 3 rules are there. Section 15 subsection 1, where it says transaction value is the taxable value, on what conditions we'll say, and section 15 subsection 4, which says if the value cannot be determined in terms of section 15, then the value will be determined as per section 15.4. Section 15.5 says, notwithstanding anything contained in section 15.1 and section 15.4, the value will be determined as per the prescribed method. That means principally, for the purpose of valuation, we have to refer 3 sections: 15 subsection 1, 15 subsection 15.4, and 15 subsection 5. Now we'll try to understand one by one what are the provisions of these 3, and then we'll try to link with these provisions. What is the section 15 subsection 1 says? It says the value of supply of goods or services will be transaction value if the price paid or payable of the goods or services, which is if the transaction value is actually price paid or payable, that means whatever is reflected is actually paid or payable, and they are not related, and the price is the sole consideration, then the valuation will be the transaction value will be the value as per section 15 subsection 1. What is the underlying factor here? Number 1, supplier and recipients are not related person, and the price is the sole consideration, then the transaction value becomes the valuation as per section 15.1. That is a fundamental basic principle. The first principle what we have to identify whenever we are looking for the valuation. The first principle where we have to see, if I am doing any transaction, let's say with the shishir, then when the transaction is my transaction, I am doing certain supply of goods and services to shishir. Whether the invoice value will be accepted as a taxable value or not, for that purpose, the first factor I have to see whether the shishir and me are not related. What we will see what is the related, because the definition of related person is given in the act itself. If I am not related with the shishir as per the definition of the CGST Act, and the price is the sole consideration, that means there is no other valuation, no other transaction is undertaken for that purpose. I'm not charging separately in form of in kind or money, other than the I am reflected in the invoice. Then the value reflected in the invoice, the value which is transaction value, will become the valuation as per section 15 subsection 1. So what is the underlying factor to for the section 15.1? Number 1, the supplier and recipient are not related. Number 2, price is the sole consideration. If these 2 factors are there, we are not required to go in any rule except for specified services. Because specified services, there is a section 15 subsection 5 which supersedes the section 15 subsection 1, because section 15 subsection 5 is applicable notwithstanding anything contained in section 15 subsection 1 and section 15 subsection 4. So what we have to see fundamentally 3 things. Number 1, whether the supply is a notified supply under section 15.5. If the answer is yes, I am not required to go into section 15 subsection 1. That we have to keep in mind. If the supply is notified, for example, lottery, for example, air tickets, then in those cases, I may not require to go into section 15.1 unless until option has been given in the rule itself. If the supply is not notified supply under section 15.5, Supplier and recipients are not related person as per the CGST Act. Price is the actual consideration is the sole consideration, then the valuation will be as per the transaction value. I think this is the fundamentally clear, but there are certain things which are to be included and certain things which are to be excluded from the valuation as per section 15 subsection 2. Certain things has to be added. Section 15 subsection 3 provides certain thing has to be excluded from the transaction value. These are the specific exclusion and inclusions for the arriving by transaction value. So section 15(1) has to be read with along with section 15 subsection 2 plus section 15 subsection 3. So fundamentally what we can say, there are three brackets for the valuation. The first bracket is section 15(1) plus 15(2) plus 15(3). Second bracket is section 15 subsection 4. Because if I cannot determine as per section 15 subsection 1, 2, 3, then the rules will be there as per section 15 subsection 4, like in the case of a transaction between principal and agent, when the price is not the sole consideration, specific rules are there. Or 16, 15, 15, 5, where the specified transactions government can notify, no, the valuation will be done as per the rules given. So again repeating, my valuation is into three buckets: 15(1) plus 2 plus 3, 15(4) plus or the 15(5). I have to see in which bracket I will be falling. That we have to keep in mind whenever the valuation we are doing. Either we are doing the valuation as per section 15(1), 2, 3, or we are doing the valuation as per section 15(4), or we are doing the valuation under section 15(5). That thing we have to keep in mind. Section 15(4), what it says, where the value of the goods or services cannot be determined under section 15(1). When the value cannot be determined under section 15(1), when the price is not the sole consideration, persons are related persons, then the price will not, then value cannot be determined in section 15(1). Then it will be determined as a manner prescribed. That means when the parties are related parties, when the price is not the sole consideration, in that case 15 subsection 1 will not be applicable, 15 subsection 4 will come into play, and the valuation will be done as per the methods prescribed in section 15 subsection 4, and for that purpose rules have been mentioned specifically. That's why when the price is not the sole consideration, rule 27 will be applicable. When the price is between related persons, the rule 28 will be applicable. For that purpose, section 15 subsection 4 will come into play. Section 15 subsection 5, where notwithstanding anything contained in section 15 or subsection 4, the value as may be prescribed by the or notified by the government in the such manner as may be prescribed and can be determined. So for that purpose, like lottery, or there are specific provisions contained in rule 32, we will see those provisions for specified services where we have to go into those rules, because section 15 subsection 5 supersede section 15(1) and section 15(4). So again repeating, the valuation has to be done either as per section 15 subsection 1 read with section 15 subsection 2 plus section 15 subsection 3, or as per section 15 subsection 4, or valuation has to be done as per section 15 subsection 5. That fundamental principle we have to keep in mind. Section 15 subsection 1 will be applicable when the parties are not related parties and price is the sole consideration. Only then section 15 subsection 1 will be